Hi, Vinod this side. Today we will talk about poverty in India. It is a topic of Indian economy. Okay, let's move to the poverty. What is poverty? Poverty is a state or condition in which a person or community lacks the financial resources and essential for a minimum standard of living. Like poverty is something, if you don't have the financial resource, I mean the essential thing is that food, house, cloth, and these are the essential things. If you don't have these, then you belongs to the poverty level. Okay, poverty means that the income level from employment is so low that basic human needs can't be met. It includes low income, inability to acquire basic goods and services necessary for survival. Poverty also encompasses substandard housing, homelessness, inadequate nutrition, and food insecurity, inadequate childcare, lack of access to health care. Like in the poverty section, if you don't have the, you are not able to the maintain the child care. I mean, you are not having the enough money to take the health care needs. You don't have the housing, you don't have the nutrition. Okay, so according to the update of Indian poverty, using the new poverty line, it is $2.15 per day. 10% of Indians were poor in 2019, down from 22.5% in 2011. In 2011, the total poverty people was to 22.5%, but it is down to the 10% in 2019. Types of poverty. There are two types of poverty. First one is absolute and second one is relative. Okay, so what is absolute poverty? A condition where household income is below the necessary level to maintain basic living standards, food, shelter, housing. Okay, like in the absolute poverty, you don't have the basic, you are not able to fulfill the basic needs. Okay, and it was first introduced in 1990. The dollar a day. Poverty line measured absolute poverty by the standard of the world poorest countries. In October 2015, the World Bank reset it to the $1.90 per a day. Okay, in the 1990, if you have a dollar, if you are earning a dollar in a day, so you are not belongs to the poverty. And if you are earning more than one, I mean less than one, then you belongs to the poverty line. Okay, so second one is the relative poverty. Relative poverty is the condition in which people lacks the minimum amount of income needed in order to maintain the average standard of living in the society in which they live. Okay, in the relative poverty, what we have to check, like we check the uh, we check the income level of the society. Let's suppose my neighbor is earning 50,000 and other neighbors is also earning the 50,000, 60,000, and I am earning only 20 to 30,000 per month. So I belongs to the relative poverty. Okay, a relative poverty line is set in relation to the overall distribution of income or consumption in a country. And relative poverty is also considered, can be checked through the national income. Causes of poverty in India. The first cause is population explosion. India's population has risen at a rate of 2.2% per year, which means on average about 17 million people are added to the country population each year. This also increase the demand for consumption of goods. Uh, we all know that if population will increase, if human will increase, that obviously the consumption of goods will increase. So this is the reason of poverty in India. This is also a reason. The second reason is low agricultural productivity. The reason for low productivity is manifold. It is because of fragmented and subdivided land holdings, lack of capital, illiteracy about new technology in farming, the use of traditional method of cultivation, wastage during storage. So there are main reason is that lack of capital, like people don't have capital to start the to start to do more productivity. They are illiterate, they don't have idea about the new technology in the farming. The land is fragmented and subdivided, like one katta is here and 1 acre is here, and the other 1 acre is on the other location. So it is the reason that peoples are not able to do, I mean farmers are not able to do more productivity. Unemployment. Unemployment is another factor causing poverty in India. The ever increasing population has led to a higher number of job seekers. However, there is not enough expansion in opportunities to match this demand for jobs. We have seen in first point, like population is increasing 2.22% per year, so it also increase the unemployment, like we don't in the India we don't have the more job, but the population is increasing day by day. Lack of capital and entrepreneurship. The shortage of capital and entrepreneurship results in low income of investment and job creation in the economy. Like people don't have the capital, so to start the business. But in the case of, also in the case of entrepreneurship, if people don't have capital, so they can't be entrepreneur. So it creates unemployment, like they are not able to create job in the economy. The next point is climatic factors. Most of India's poor belongs to the state of Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Odisha, Jharkhand. Natural calamities such as frequent floods, disasters, earthquake, and cyclone cause heavy damage to agriculture in these states. We all know that in Bihar, UP, like flood comes every year. It harassed agriculture productivity. Same by the government to reduce the poverty. National Rural National Rural Livelihood Mission Ajivika 2011. It diversifies the needs of the rural poor and provide them jobs with regular income on a monthly basis. The basically the main aim of this same was that to provide the job to the poor people. And the next one is the Pradhan Mantri Kausal Vikas Yojana. It focus on the fresh entrants to the labor market, especially labor market and class 10th and 12th dropouts. Basically in this same government focus on the who is starting their career in employment, like they don't having the money to study, so they are entering into the labor market and they drop out the schools to work, to survive in the market, to earn something. So this same help them. Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana. It aimed at directly benefit transfer of subsidy, pension, insurance, etc., and attained the target of opening 1.5 crore bank accounts. Basically, the same particularly targets the unbanked poor. The main aim was of this same was that maximum poor people have doesn't have the bank account. So the main aim was that create account for them, and the subsidy and pension insurance has been directly benefited transfer to the account poor accounts.